So how big is this? How important is this for, the combat against depression?
Well, so obviously there's two ways to look at this. Is one, how important is this for the companies in terms of the commercial impact, but also the fact that it is the first new mechanism to treat depression in a very long time is really important. Depression is a very serious problem, as of course we know. About 5% of patients who have what's called major depressive disorder actually succeed in committing suicide or attempting committing suicide. So this is a very serious illness. Between 200 to 300 million people worldwide have depression, and 30% of these people, when they take their standard antidepressants, there's no response. They are what would be called treatment resistant, which is what this drug is for. And so it's a real strong advance. This is a drug that has been very positively viewed by the neuroscience community for a long time, outside of the clinical aspect of things. So it's quite an achievement, and it's a testament of what the FDA and the panel think about this need to approve the drug that actually, has some potential abuse associated with it.
And so, Sam, this is also different because actually it would act quite quickly, right? So once you take it, you'd feel better in a quicker amount of time than, for example, Prozac.
Yes. So one of the perennial problems with antidepressants, and especially worse with the older drugs, has been that they take a long time to actually make a difference.
Weeks.
Sometimes, yes. And often, don't forget that a lot of depression episodes are very short, 2 to 3 weeks. So you're kind of defeating the object there. This, with an intranasal delivery, but also the way that it works, is much faster acting.
Okay, is this a game changer for Johnson & Johnson?
J&J is a massive company. They've got $80 billion, say, roughly, of revenue. So this is not going to move the needle massively for them. But of course, every new drug that's approved is a positive. So I think that consensus isn't as high as it could be for this drug. The sales potential is, in my view, into several billions. But it does have some near-term headwinds in that the drug has to be administered within the doctor's office, at least the first time, to just make sure the patient isn't responding or having a side effect to it.
And so how big is this, this class of antidepressants?
Well, so this is a new mechanism for treating depression, completely new. I can tell you that at the peak, when there were no major pressures on from generics, etc., say in 2008, sales for antidepressants were around $14 billion. I think this could be a several billion-dollar drug.
Okay, is it subsidized by governments?
Well, not subsidized, but it's paid for by the usual channels that pay for drugs today.